Tua. Let's get to Tua. And he put up an interesting comment yesterday in his press conference. And I'm going to read you his quote because one of the things he talks about, and he says, nobody else will say it but me. Hold on, first of all. Let me correct him on that part there. Tua, this is why you need me around, brother. Okay? You know, you can ask the media relations department. They have my cell number. Okay? Nick Hicks, your trainer, he has my cell number, by the way. He's a little butthurt with me, but whatever. But he has my cell number. When you really want a real friend, you know, like somebody that believes in you like I do, but also is going to tell you, bro, you're full of shit when you're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of need those people around. The people that want you to do well, but also are going to tell you when you're wrong. Because as good as a dude you are, you also can be wrong. And when you said nobody else will say this but me, no, I said it. You're selfish. You're ignorant when it comes to this thing here that you're about to talk about. And he says, nobody else will say it but me. And I feel like this has a lot to do with myself, Tua said. Obviously, putting myself in harm's way in the second game, going down, basically leaving my guys out to dry. I don't want to do that to my guys again. Holy shit. Somebody play the show for him because I didn't see anybody write it. I didn't see anybody call him selfish and self-centered and ignorant like I did. I'm the only one that did that. In fact, I remember Furones was on with me and I stopped him and went on, no. Talk about, no, this is his fault. He put himself in harm's way. It's nice for him to finally acknowledge it because people are going to get fired because of it, because you screwed it up. And since you have a coach above you that has no balls whatsoever to really crack the whip on the team, he allows you to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes, I don't know what kind of parenting you have, but there's one thing I took away from my parents that I still have to this day. So your kid F's up, whatever it is, right? Now, if it's something that it's not a big deal, then you support them, you walk them through it all, okay. But if they effed up and they did something stupid, right? First you find out, hey, you all right? Oh, you're good? Okay, all right. All right, so how can you be so fucking stupid? Huh? Huh? What the hell is wrong with you? You know, you're lucky you're all right. You could have died. You could have broken this. You could have hurt this person. You could have bankrupted us. You could have whatever. Whatever the repercussions are of your stupidity. Right? I grew up a little bit worse than that. Hey, you all right? Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. How can you do that? Hey, the trauma? No, you were all right from the trauma. Here's new trauma for you. So I left that, right, because you probably got that part, right, when you were growing. That's the part we leave out now, right? That's the only part we leave out now. It's the second level trauma. You know what I'm saying? We would get spanked in school, and then when we get home and they'd find out that they spanked us, well, then we got spanked even harder. That's the way we grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that somebody, or I'm glad he realized it. I don't know what it was, but and the shows are there, they're all recorded. You probably made a rant out of it. Oh, probably a few of them. Okay. And I mentioned that this was selfish to his family, This was selfish to ownership. This was selfish to the front office. This was selfish to his coaching staff. This was selfish to his teammates. And this was irresponsible on his behalf. He failed everybody by doing selfish acts. I said this several times. I didn't see any writer write it. I didn't see a columnist go out and say, Tua's wrong, he's selfish. This is an ignorant stance on his part. Oh, no, brother, I'm going to play until I die. Que clase come mierda. And by the way, too, if you want, you can. There's somebody probably Hispanic in your building. Have them translate that one for you. That's a nice doozy. It just sounds better in Spanish. Shithead. So, I'm glad that you woke up. I'm glad, Tua, you pulled your head out of your culo. Because that's where your head was. In your culo. Nice. But you effed up the season already, buddy. So that's where we're going to take it full circle. Oh, you're all right? Okay. Hey, dumbass, you fucked up the season. All right. Now that you're fine, Tua, let's tell you, hey, asshole, you fucked up the season. So now get your head out of your ass and play the game the way Marino played it, the way Peyton Manning played it, the way Tom Brady played it, the way Drew Brees played it. They don't go tackling anybody. They don't go taking on football players and tacklers. They don't hold on to the ball for 5 seconds. They don't do stupid things because they know who they are. And you somehow don't realize it. So now you know that you effed up the season, right? I hope now you can finally learn that lesson and play the way you're supposed to play from here on out. Listen, it's not all your fault. As I've said, the Dolphins have not done right by you at times. They haven't built the team that's supposed to complement your skills completely. You don't have the coach that calls the game that needs to complement your skills. That I know. I get that part. I see that part. Okay? That part of the football part, I understand it, and somehow the Dolphins have failed in that one. But on your end, it's nice to see that now you have an understanding that you have a responsibility to stay on the field and play the game the right way. And there are plays that you're going to have to give away in order for you to live for the next play. So I'm glad that quote came out. I'm glad you admitted it, because you have no future if you don't have that understanding. That's the interesting part. You better understand that you got to take care of yourself, because your career will be very short. It'll be over very quickly. In the next year or two, your career's over if you continue to play the way you think you can play. But maybe you'll start understanding about how you're supposed to play.
This is the Big O Show. This is the